As a field hockey player, there are some parts of the sport that you'll never forget. I was captain of my high school's field hockey team, and there are certain feelings I'll always remember. The satisfaction of chasing an opposing player down and stealing the ball, the atmosphere of playing under the bright lights on a steamy September night, and just messing around with teammates practicing stick tricks. At Riverside, field hockey is a sport that most girls begin to play freshman year or later, and there is no JV team for the newer players to develop their skills. The players sacrifice early mornings and late nights for the team, practicing at 6:20 in the morning multiple times a week and traveling hours to and from games. Commitment is not a question for these girls. The team is defined by strong upperclassmen leaders that instill confidence in the younger, more inexperienced players to feel included and valued on the team. It is obvious from the moment you catch a glimpse of the team that the girls have fun with each other, even during tough times. The team unfortunately did not win a game this season, but the group of captains, made up of 3 seniors and 1 junior, made sure the team remained positive from the pregame coin toss to the final whistle. One of the senior captains, Kyo Takahashi, focused on recognizing players individually for the progress that they've made and the little things that they do well, rather than getting discouraged by the results on the scoreboard. Kyo is a natural-born leader and carried her leadership experience on the field to her many endeavors off the field. When reflecting on her experience as captain, Kyo remarked that it is hard to find a balance between being a friend and a leader, but once you do it, everything is easier. It's clear that she's gotten the balance down between being a friend and a leader when you see her interact with her peers in her many leadership positions. She is student body vice president, co-president of the Democrats Club, president of National Technical Honor Society, a TA for a calculus class, and is active in the engineering program. She is passionate about everything that she does and is filled with spunk. You'll always see her joking around with friends and classmates after leading meetings or even in class. Another senior captain, Mimi Hayes, was voted captain after joining the team her junior year, having never played field hockey before. She reflected on her leadership by recognizing the importance of being open to working in a team, no matter their skill level, as well as being adaptable and willing to teach others. Mimi is also a dedicated student and is incredibly involved in student government, Latin Club, Democrats Club, National Technical Honor Society, Tri-M, and engineering. Kyo and Mimi's bond as teammates and as co-captains is evident in everything that they do together. They share engineering and AP classes, participate in many of the same clubs, and are friends with some of the same people. The shared experiences that come from leading a whole team is a bond that is extremely hard to break. The lessons and values learned from field hockey are just as hard to shake even when your time playing the sport is over. 3 words come to mind when thinking of Riverside field hockey. The first is commitment. Even with many impending college application deadlines, the girls make sacrifices, mostly to their sleep, to continue to lead and make an impact at their school, just as they did during field hockey season. Teamwork. In Kyo and Mimi's engineering classes, many of the projects are team-based, and knowing how to work and communicate with the team effectively is crucial for success. Positivity. It can get incredibly overwhelming to juggle a huge amount of extracurricular activities, a challenging course load, college applications, and a sport. The only way to make all of that enjoyable is by having a positive attitude and finding ways to have fun in the midst of all that. Kyo and Mimi deal with their fair share of stress on a regular basis, but are always the first to crack a smile or a joke. At Riverside, it's clear that field hockey has become more than just a sport with a stick and a ball. It's an entire culture made up of 19 girls that constantly have each other's backs through thick and thin, and a leadership group that defines what it truly means to be a student athlete. There is so much more to the sport of field hockey than the game itself. The lessons learned in high school are valuable for a lifetime.